Well, there you have it. The fucking Warriors hold on to a 3-1
I
lead
got on a Buck shirt.
because, fellas, this was about to be a stain on Steph Curry's legacy.
No, it was not.
No, it was not.
Another 3 to
No, it
1
was
choke
not.
Yeah, you
would have
drunk
been too
for
much to
real.
bear. But he saved it. Buddy Hield saved his legacy, though.
Have the Warriors ever gotten swept?
I don't think so.
Wow.
Buddy
This
Hield,
ESPN narrative right
nah,
here.
on some real shit. Like, bro, Buddy Hield helped save his legacy,
That's
and
crazy.
and another 3 to 1
Was
choke.
Buddy Hill so open because what they was doing to Curry?
No,
Or
not at all.
okay,
Listen,
all right,
another 3 to
okay.
1 choke would have put him back below Magic for sure. But for the time being, because of Buddy Hield, he's afloat. Anyway, in all seriousness, the Warriors close out the 3 to 1 lead. They close out the series. Tuesday they move on to Timberwolves on the road. How we feeling?
I think that
Wolves
I
in 5.
expect he crazy. Warriors in 6 or 7. The Timberwolves are going to come out super fast on Tuesday, and they're going to attack. But it's all about surviving the first run when you're on the road, to be honest, because that first run can end the game. If we being honest,
So,
like
what's your
bad,
expectations for game one? Yo, that nigga, he lagging his ass off.
game one. I just want it to be competitive because
Yeah.
they vet him if it's close.
Mike?
And if Ant's shooting all them threes, I'm living. Thank you. Please shoot. We don't got no big. Shoot 14 a game.
I think
Yeah.
I think Gobert's gonna put up another 25-20 game.
You're
Oh,
crazy. Go. He's
that's
never
a
done that
good,
versus.
no, hold on though. That's a good prediction because, like you said, with the big, they don't have a big.
No, it's a difference though. It's a difference. They had nobody out there. We have a Draymond.
Yeah, who's gonna be hacking Gobert the entire game?
Bro, Gobert never do that versus the Warriors. Ever. You can go look at his numbers. Nothing's about to change in this series. They're gonna put
Okay.
the ball in Ant hands, and it's really about the bench. Is they bench gonna be able to hoop that well versus the Warriors? It's gonna be the battle of the benches. I think they do have a better bench than the Warriors, though. To be honest,
They got better
with
defenders.
Dante, definitely better defenders.
Okay, so let's go back to this Rocket series though, because this is what's fresh right now anyway.
Okay.
Your guys' thoughts on the series, your thoughts on the Rockets, and really my question is, what can the Rockets do in this offseason? They had a great regular season, second seed. They get upset in the first round. I guess you could call it an upset.
It wasn't an upset. The Warriors was favored.
But their offense just looks terrible.
Bro, they literally don't have plays. Like it's just drive and kick. The only person that actually run offense is Sengun for real. And if he don't got it down low, Amin Thompson is driving. He can't get there. A petty pull up. Jalen Green is out there running in circles.
Fucking trash.
Yeah, he's
Not worth the
bad.
number 2 pick. He's ass.
It's like he's so talented. For him to be this inconsistent is sad because they were banking on him to have a great series. They needed him. The way these games were close, if he hooped 20 points a game, if he scored his average, they win in 5 games.
Well, he's so bad, he won't. And is this just who he is?
I won't say that because it's his first series versus the Warriors, which is probably one of the worst teams he could have went up against in the first round. But I hope he go back and learn from this.
You got to think, though, Quincy, it's the Western Conference, bro. So the
Oh yeah,
teams that you're going to be going up against,
for sure.
it's really no good matchup for you.
It would have been worse if it was OKC or something.
What? Boy, we would have
That
did
would
that
have
to him.
been
But
bad.
anyway, that's that. We ain't talking about OKC tonight, though. So, Mike, what's your thoughts on that, Mike?
Uh, they uh, like unless it's cheese in the paint, they don't have a singular bit of offense. Their best shooter is probably Fred Van Vliet. Second best is probably Jalen Green, and Jalen Green has just been inconsistent his entire career
Ooh.
so far. And I mean, I just don't. The Rockets need in this offseason have to prioritize shooting.
Do you think that he's always been so inconsistent because his role has always been inconsistent? That
But his
young
role has been
team-
inconsistent because he's been inconsistent.
No, but I hear that. But when it's a young team, everybody fighting for their own. They don't. Got
Well, yeah,
no
they're
real-
also trying to fight for themselves. Who's gonna be the 1 option, the 2 option, the 3 option?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's like everybody just trying to get it on their own.
I think it's
ISO
because
ball.
Jalen Green was supposed to be the franchise guy, and
he's
then I
not.
guess
They hand.
Are you gonna let me talk?
He's not
Go
ready.
ahead.
then shut up, Kyrie.
Go ahead.
So I'm pretty sure Jalen Green got drafted before Şengün, or they were in the same draft.
I'm not. They're the same draft.
Same draft.
Before.
Şengün was obviously not as talented coming out of the draft as Jalen Green was, because Jalen Green was the more explosive, the more of a scorer archetype. He wasn't that much of a facilitator, but he was more like the number 1 scoring option kind of guy that they were looking for. Now, when it comes to Şengün, I think they're both pretty similar when it comes to option wise, because they seem to run more plays for Şengün, and it seems like Jalen Green's kind of like that second option, even though I think he was drafted as the first option. But because of how much they've had to like integrate the lineup, switch everything up, they just don't have an identity, like Quincy was saying during the game. And it's more or less driving in the paint and hoping that someone gets open. But at that point, when someone gets open, they're just so inconsistent with the 3-point shot. Like Dylan Brooks is not a crazy 3-point shooter. Jalen Green is an inconsistent 3-point shooter. Şengün doesn't shoot. Amen doesn't shoot. Fred VanVleet is probably the best shooter on that team. And if you're playing the Warriors, who are known for their shooting, known for like their illegal screens with Draymond and shit like that. But it's just, it wasn't, even though it was a 7-game series, it just didn't it seemed like the Warriors were still going to probably end up winning that, just because they have 2 of the best shooters in the planet right now.
I think it's also the system. Like, as the coach, do you actually see them out there running sets for real?
Bro,
they're just playing freestyle bullshit, 5-out like 2K.
It don't, like, some of that has to go on him too. Yeah, they're a super young team, so they got to be in the right system to succeed. They're not ready to, like, they can just freelance and do everything. All they were doing the whole series was hunting mismatches with Şengün and stuff like that. It wasn't like they was putting everybody else in position to succeed.
I feel like Jabari should have played a lot more.
I agree with that.
He was killing.
I agree with that.
Yes. He was probably their second or third best shooter in the series.
He should have started over Brooks.
I agree with that. This is what I'm saying to you, though. I agree with that. I agree with that. But, yeah, nah, you're right, though, Quincy.
He should have started. It would have changed the whole series.
Yeah. And then, so, we can go from that to off-season plan. Quincy, what do the Rockets do from here starting off-season?
Okay, one priority only.
They do have to go get shooting. So if they got to address that in the draft or somebody out of the country.
They already have a good shooter. They need to start playing Reed Shepherd more.
No, so that's the thing with Reed. Reed is not going to be able to play as long as Fred is there.
Which I don't think Fred's going to be there.
And
I thought that was going to be the same way for Amen. But Amen is more of like a point forward than he is a point guard.
Exactly.
Which is
and
why
then
they're
with
playing
Jabari, Dylan Brooks is blocking Jabari Smith's growth as a player. Because he's taking the minutes. It's like, yeah, you in the win now move, but you got Jabari, who is super talented, can shoot and defend at a high level, and you're not playing him because you got Dylan Brooks.
I had bet that Reed Shepherd was actually going to win Rookie of the Year until I realized that he was not going to play a single fucking minute of the series.
That's what I'm saying. It's like...
Because I'm a Florida fan, so I watched Reed Shepherd in the SEC, and that boy was a straight baller.
Yeah, he was killing.
He was fucking balling, dude. So I really hope he gets a lot of playing time next season. I think Fred VanVleet has a team option, so I'm not sure if I'm not sure if they're gonna pick it up next offseason. It's like 25 million or 20 million.
That's not even
But they need to integrate Reed Shepherd, because I think he would change I think he would change the Rockets' identity, just because he's such a good 3-point shooter. He's such a good playmaker.
He's a great playmaker too.
He's a great playmaker. He's a great rhythm shooter. Like, he's an all-around everything. But we got to see how his defense is going. But I can definitely see him slotting straight into that starting lineup.
Absolutely, and I'm gonna take it a different route, guys. Yeah, they do need shooting, but honestly, what I noticed over this series, bro. Okay, yes, shooting was a problem outside of Fred VanVleet. Okay, I understand that. But you see teams, and it doesn't work all the time. I'm not saying it's 100%, this is the way. But this is the way I look at it. Towards late in close games, you have Fred VanVleet. He's not no damn go-to scorer. He's a like a facilitator, get in where you fit
That's
in.
part.
They don't have that guy, which should be Jalen Green, but it's not. They
But
took him to,
also,
all right,
are
go
they
get us a
calling
bucket right now.
plays for him?
What happened?
Are they calling plays for Jalen Green late in the game?
Bro,
Or are they going to tell him?
no.
Are they?
They aren't
him
calling
go in the
plays,
corner?
period.
This is all Jalen Green's fault.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he in a position
So
to.
ass.
He inconsistent, but also I don't think he's in the position to like. Yeah, it's like they call one play for him, and then he sits in the corner. Then they
Yeah, but
call
he
another
shouldn't
play
be
for
sitting in
him.
the corners. What I think.
Yeah, but
That's
that's
what
coaching.
Fred-
It's not even him.
Fred's taking the primary. He should be the primary ball handler.
Then Fred got to go.
That's what I'm saying, and I don't think he's gonna be there either.
Fred got to go then.
Yeah, Fred gotta go. But so that's it for that. Series predictions, and then we'll head on out of here. Rockets, not Rockets. Warriors, Timberwolves. Predictions.
I think it's gonna be Timberwolves in 6.
Warriors in 6. Actually,
Okay, go ahead.
7.
I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all gonna be mad at me. I'm gonna go Wolves in 5 games. I think the Wolves go up 2-1, and then they win. They lose. No, 2-0. Lose the first road game. Win the next 2 road and then home. Close.
And finish at home.
Close.
Are they
Western
close
Conference
games?
Finals for the Wolves back-to-back years is my prediction.
Versus OKC.
Hell yeah! Fuck you, man. And we're gonna get to that after the game tomorrow night. We're gonna do another podcast episode right after that shit.
Jokic about to burp, y'all.
No, I can't go for that, bro.
Jokic is gonna have like 33, 10, and 10.
No.
And Westbrook gonna have a close to a triple double. Watch.
Nah, Joker ain't gonna sniff 30. He gonna have
What?
18, 10, and 10.
Shea gonna have 29 points on 30.
You better not hope that check gets shoved out of the arena.
All right, well, anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. That's it for us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow after the Knicks game, after the Thunder game. Follow us on Playback. If you want to watch NBA basketball games for free, search up Unwanted Opinion on Playback. I got you covered.
Yes.